Hi everyone and welcome to Going for Gold. That's the road championship in this week's seasonal playlist, and it's the third week of World Cup. And this time we're going with Team US, which means we'll be driving this Ford Mustang with a tune by Big Head Django and my own paint on it. So off we go here in Emerald Circuit. It's a pretty easy track on its own. I don't remember having any issues with AI on it ever before, except for probably one of the seasonal championships when it was very wet and a lot of people struggled with having race tires on and then having difficulties with traction, but obviously that was solved by fitting rally tires. Anyways, back to Going for Gold. We are racing here for the first position and already in first before the first lap is over. Oh, it seems that it's going to be a very easy championship, but that's usually the case with road racing. I guess in terms of the difficulty, road and street racing are usually very easy, with dirt being a bit more complex and cross country often being surprisingly challenging. We'll see if that follows the suit this week. So we have road, street and cross country. Now as usual, if you don't want to stick with the team I chose, so US for this case, I will post all the eligible cars in the description of the video so you can make your own choice. And yeah, the reason I swapped from JDM, I explained that in my trial video, is that there's only two Japanese cars for this week's event. That's Supra and Civic, and I drove, I don't know, crazy mileage on both of them. They're nice cars, but I just wanted to have a change. And US has a good selection of pretty iconic cars this week. There's Cossi for trial, there's Mustang here, Challenger for the Hellcat Challenger for street racing, and I think it was Trackhawk for cross country, but I didn't get there yet. I usually do the road first, then whatever street or dirt, whichever is available, and cross country for the last. So, and I'm sticking with that same order this time. And we seem to be finishing the Emerald Circuit without any difficulties whatsoever. It almost felt like a autopilot race, which I expect will continue. If I remember right, we have one sprint and two circuits. So yeah, let's see what's gonna be the next one. First place for now. Alright, the second track is DUNAS BLANCAS sprint, and yeah, not expecting any difficulty here. Off we go from the start. Oh, I even got the accolade for the previous race. Looks like I looks like I never won the road race in American Muscle. See, yeah. Okay, getting the accolade, off we go immediately up to fourth. Gonna be third just now, and yeah, look, they could as well not start at all, because another couple of corners and I plan to be first. Okay, taking this one on the outside and another one on the inside. Okay, I think there was a little bit of contact with the first one, but I'm trying to avoid contact even when driving with driver tires. Builds good muscle memory, good habits, and then helps in the trial, because yeah, nobody likes that guy who pushes the teammate aside, smashes them into the wall, and yeah, busts the whole race for somebody else. So don't be the guy. Build good habits. Train even when you can easily ram or wall ride without any repercussions when you're playing single player. Still worth not to be doing that. It doesn't bring you any points, And actually cleaner is faster. That's been truth for Forza for a while, despite the popular belief that if you smash into the wall full speed, you somehow make it faster. That's not the case. Right, comfortably ahead on this place I actually like on this track. So when we cross the Baja outpost, I always confuse it to finish at least 2 times. I think one of them was even in trial. I actually drifted to cross the the Baja sign there, just to realize I'm still at 60% mark of the race, and that was quite embarrassing. Oh, and these little rocks on the side that I just smashed. For some reason they are just like the wooden logs on the ground. They slow you immensely. You are safer hitting a tree, well, the breakable one, or a lighting pole than with those little rocks, and I absolutely hate them because I manage to catch them almost every time. Right, there's a finish ahead, pretty comfortably. This time we drift at the correct spot, not in the middle of the race, and yeah, easy win. This tuning car will let you win effortlessly. Okay, what's next? The last track today, PLAYA AZUL circuit. And yeah, I think this one is a bit longer than Emerald, but I'm not sure, I don't remember quite right. The beginning of it is the same as the beginning for Colossus, so should be well known or similar. And this first corner there with those little cones, in the rain there's a huge puddle of water there which spins you immediately, so be careful there if the race is wet. But it's not this time, we are in absolute dry, nice sunshine, and that means we'll be okay, lost a bit of the control there and smashed the wall. It probably costed me a couple of seconds, so I'm gonna help the guy in front, because here we are overtaking him again way before the end of lap 1, which makes this another autopilot race. Not really autopilot, please don't use autopilot unless you absolutely have to. Yeah, but yeah, very easy. Yeah, and that's a pretty long lap, at least it feels like pretty long one. We are coming up to the end of the first lap, way ahead of AIs. Not only we overtook them already, but also built quite a bit of a gap. So yeah, once again, this corner I just passed, if it rains, if there's a puddle, don't attack it on the inside, take a wider line, otherwise you risk spinning or just losing time in the puddle. Otherwise, I think the track is pretty straightforward, so we can just enjoy the view and the sunshine and the sound of this Ford GT, Ford Mustang GT. No, not Ford GT, Jesus Christ, I'm mixing up the cars. Anyways, yeah, that's probably my being distracted by kind of a boring drive. Smash another wall. By the way, this paint, the 5-finger death punch, has a little bit of history there, because I painted it in one sitting the day after visiting the concert of the band. So, as you can imagine, they left quite an impression, and it took a while. There's many hours in it, but I think I spent all of Sunday just painting this, particularly this this skull, that a little one you can see on the rear bumper. There's a bigger version on the sides. Yeah, it took quite a few hours, but I'm pretty proud. I think it was my first really complicated decal that I made. So yeah, I was really proud with it. It looked pretty nice, and it won the official contest that same week. So In Forza Horizon 4, this paint has quite a few downloads because I think it's still featured. Not quite sure, but yeah, I think it's still is. Anyways, we are coming to the end of the last lap of this race. Or not yet. Jeez, this track is a bit longer than I remember. Yeah, that's the last corner. So that's the end of race 3. A very easy championship with this car in tune. A good mug shot of this Ford Mustang. And expected first place. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The other 2 championships will be recorded right after, so expect them to come up soon. And yeah, there we go with this Nissan. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.